I hear ooh. Hark, I hear ah. That must be time to get the spoonaphone out and say, welcome to Craft Roulette. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of this very show, Craft Roulette, episode 235. Oh my gosh. I kept thinking, now is that too... Anyway, numbers. It's confusing. Anyway, that's all fine. We're so glad you're here. You guys were here early, just chatting away. So nice to see so many nice people here. Saw some people that are going to be joining us tomorrow on World Card Making Day. That's exciting too. Thank you for letting your friends know about us. We appreciate that. What is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. And when we're here, and that's like 235 times here out of 4.5 years, we leave a seat for you because you are important to us, super important to us. You are part of the show after all, aren't you? Yes, you are. If you are here and Tiffany's here. Tiffany Solorio, who was our guest last week. So much fun. A darling lady. You're in the chatterbox. Very cool. If you're here because you were introduced to us because of Tiffany, welcome back. And if you are here because you heard about Craft Roulette through one of those wonderful people that are going to be on the World Card Making Day tomorrow, welcome. We're so glad you're here. I will give you a little heads up on Craft Roulette if you've never been here. We have a lot of traditions, and sometimes it may seem like we're talking in code and all sorts of weird stuff. We don't want to leave you in the dark, but you may feel like you're in the dark occasionally. It's not very dark in that dark place that we leave you. We have lots of people in the chatterbox that have been here from the very beginning, and they are here, and they will answer your questions. So really good, really smart, very, very steeped in the culture of Craft Roulette. Something that we aren't going to do any classes. We're not going to do any card making classes. We're just going to make some cards and it's going to be fun. And Amanda Stevens is here, our guest tonight. She's wonderful. She's been on the show many times, has even hosted it. She knows everything about all the warts and moles of Craft Roulette. Another thing that we are not, you're not going to get any tips on burning food. I could give you some. I'm real good at it. It's one of my specialties, but I'm not going to, I keep those tips to myself. If you were watching the slideshow, the part where you saw all those beautiful cards, those were all from last week's contributions. This show is about having the challenge of making cards as well. We will be describing that as we go along, but you sent in 450 cards last week, and the parameters, some of you fussed, but you got them done. You had 6x6. Some of you went, I love 6x6. Some of you went, I hate 6x6, but you got them done. And we had cloth, for Pete's sake. We got it. If your card wasn't on that, it's just because we don't have enough time before the show to show everything, or maybe you're on the achievement board and we will be featuring you later in the show. That is Litz in our world. Thank you for joining us last week. You're going to want to join us this week too, because we've got some outstanding prizes, but we're going to tell you more about that in just a second. Let's pull back the curtain on Mr. Producer. He is the man behind all this technical genius, and occasionally he does not burn food. He cooks well, but he does not burn food. So if you need that, you have to call on the expert. I'm here for you. But anyway, he's been working so hard getting ready for tomorrow. His little bony fingers are just even bonier than ever. So we hope he gets a little rest on Sunday, but not too much, because we'll be starting up again for new things. Always new things. If you haven't given us a Vinny, that's what we call thumbs up. If you know who Vinny is, let us know in the chat. Maybe you don't know who Vinny is. Somebody in the chatterbox will let you know who Vinny is, but that's a thumbs up if you would subscribe and hit notification. We would appreciate that too. So we give stuff away every week on Craft Roulette. We call them our spin sponsors. And who are they this month? Let's see. Oh, look at the kitty. Whimsy Stamps is giving away a gift certificate every week this month. Thank you, Whimsy Stamps. Got cute things over there. She's got a cute style. Your Paper Insider. They have a subscription program for really cool paper. I love it. Well done. They've been multiple times. We appreciate them very much. Bloom Daily Planners. Our friend Caitlin Anthony works over there and introduced us to Bloom, and they do a beautiful job. I'm looking forward to my 2025. It's already needs to get started. Oh my gosh. And Trinity Stamps, a very, very good friend of Craft Roulette. They will all be giving away things for somebody that sent in one of those, for different people that sent in cards last week. We also give away a Krog, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, which is a handmade card with an itty bitty gift and a goodie bag as well. So that's pretty good for a week. We give away all that stuff every week too. Unbelievable. And before I want to make sure that you know, over on craftroulette.live, under episodes, special events, there's a button. Go over there and register, because that's how you get the giveaways for the World Card Making Day. Now, if you want to get the giveaways from those fine folks, you need to send in a card this week. But we'll talk more about that. I'm just giving that I'm going to be saying things over and over and over, because not everybody shows up at the same time. So, we are not sponsored by these people. We run on the donations of kindness of these wonderful members. We appreciate them. We do have a rollout later in the show where you can see all the people that are part of our membership drive. But our membership group. We have wonderful extra content over there for them as well. And one of the things that we have set up over there is a card exchange. And it's very voluntary. You don't have to be a part of it. But we do have some birthdays coming up in October. I want to say happy birthday to these fine members in the card exchange. Stacy Cobb, Sharon Alega, Ronnie Macias, Patty Beck, our leading lady, Nance Salkeld, Lisa Reisman, Leslie Herman, and her friend Brownie, Lauren Taylor, one of our wonderful guests, Kat Arendt, Julie Humphreys, Deanna Thomas, who I have, even though I said her name wrong, I've known her a long time, Cindy Dark, and Carmen Broxma, who often, Carmen has made over 100 process videos of her Craft Roulette cards. We appreciate you guys, and have a happy birthday. We do want to welcome a new member this week, Thomas Mallow. Thank you for joining us. You said you'd been lurking for a while, so we're glad that you just stepped up and join us as a member. We appreciate you. Mr. Mike, he's dressed up, man. He knows. World Card Making Day. He said, put my tux on, boss, and send me in. So I did. I put his tux on. His tux is made by Grandma Gay. Isn't he looking dapper? Oh my gosh, he's so good looking. Yeah, the man of all words and the man of no words. Best listener in the room. That's Mr. Mike. So let's see. Is there anything else I need to do, Mr. Producer? Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. Oh, there's the shop. We do have a shop where you can get stuff. It's over. Everything's on craftroulette.live. There it is. We've got stamps, merch, official collabs. Check it out. We'd appreciate it. I think it's time to get busy. Let's get this night started, shall we? That's enough of me. From the sunny California IA girl herself, Amanda Stevens. Hey, Amanda.
Hello.
We're glad. We've been working hard. Amanda and I and Mr. Producer are the people that are behind the World Card Making Day event for Craft Roulette. She is a trooper, man. She keeps it going. It was your idea.
So technically, it was Tiffany's idea, and I know she's here.
Tiffany
so
Solorio.
Hi, Tiffany. What's for dinner?
Mm-hmm.
She got me started a couple years ago, and then she stopped doing it. She was doing scrapbooking day and card making day, like 24-hour events, and so she got me started, and then she stopped, and then I grabbed a bunch of people together. And it was hard. It's so hard. So I said, hey, what if it was all in one place?
And I told Mr. Producer, and he said, no.
I know.
And then he said, but if we did it in one place, this is how we do it. And then we just go, you go do your thing, dude.
Yep.
We'll do our part and you do your part. Yeah. So he has it all set up. And we did it last year. It was real fun. But before we go any farther, let's get a little glimpse into who you are.
Oh.
And then we'll talk about this more.
So my name's Amanda Stevens. With my husband, Micah, we own Pear Blossom Press. I've got some amazing people on our design team that help share the lights that we make. So if you ever want to make light up cards, we make it really simple. We've got flat little flashlights, including here, I'll show you this, even though we're basically out of stock, our candle light. And I have like one of the last ones here, but you press the button. Oops. You press the button and then you blow it out.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah,
I've got my card right here that has it. And
they're fun.
And
So
lit up.
We
It's
do
the
lots of
coolest
stuff
thing.
like that. And we're working on some other fun things too. Not all just lights, but some other fun stuff. And I like to make cards. And then I have an awesome design team that also likes to make cards, and they share, which is fantastic. And
They do a great job.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, they really do. Some of the cards that are coming out on the Pear Blossom Press Instagram and are just like another level above anything I've ever mostly
I
seen.
know. Sometimes I see them and I'm like, what? How did that even happen?
And the ideas behind them, like
Yeah.
the double-decker bus
Oh, yeah.
lights, just where they're putting these lights in situations is just, yeah,
it's
Jeannie
fun.
Lou did that one. That was
Jeannie's
nutty
awesome.
stuff. Just amazing.
Lots of fun stuff. So that's kind of what I do. And then also, like, it's a very small company. If you place an order, it's probably me who's going to fill that order and send it out. If
Sometimes
it's not
you
me,
get your
it'll be my
daughter.
Yeah.
And your daughter was on Craft Roulette with you last spring.
Yeah.
That was
She's
so
almost
fun.
18. Her birthday's in a week and a half.
Oh,
She's my youngest. The next day, my oldest, her sister turns 27. So almost 9 years apart.
yeah. She was a delight.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed getting to know her and seeing you guys together. That whole month was a blast. It was
Yeah,
May, and it was just so much fun. Well, you've been on the show. Did your nose his eye just fell off. Oh, you poor guy. He's doing the pirate thing.
Poor Mr. Mike.
Well,
I knew that was coming.
Early.
I didn't know when it was going to happen, but
his eye came off, but I hope the wheels don't. My gosh.
we'll do emergency surgery here.
We will. I'll do a little. Golly, poor guy.
Medic!
Yes. Triage. Anyway, well, we want to get to the show, especially if you're new here. We don't do this forever, but we almost do it forever. We do have some more things coming up, including, did you have, after all this time, Amanda, you still have a question for me?
Well, I was going to ask you, what is Craft Roulette?
I can't believe it. Mr. Producer, well done. Chatterbox, always so wonderful to see you. Amanda, let's find out what is Craft Roulette. We'll be right back. Poor guy.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Well, that's what we do. Like I said, it's the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, but now you got a little more detail to follow through and know what the heck we're going to do tonight. And so, before we get on tonight's parameters, we always like to say congratulations to some of our contributors. Last week we had 450 contributions, and that brings us to 43,348 total contributions since we started on Friday the 13th, 2020. Look at you guys all over the world. We appreciate you so much. The parameters that we got last week are 6x6 card, rainbow colors, single flower, chosen by Tiffany, and cloth. You guys did a fantastic job figuring out 450 different ways to use all those parameters. I do declare you're something else. But that was my card. I think it turned out kind of pretty. I made a little mixed media for Tiffany. And there's the card that Tiffany made. Isn't that beautiful? It just look. You can think of some other parameters that would go with that too. If you had some kind of space or outer space, anything, you could. She just does a beautiful job. She is the mixed media queen. She was fun to have on the show. I really liked getting to know you. And thank you. Thank you so much. So let's bring on Amanda so that we can have the parade of achievements. This is when we give some kudos to the folks that have given first-time people, major milestone achievers, people that have been here for 25, 50, 75, and beyond cards. What else? First, leading ladies, and we have one... That's right, it is. And one new to Club 52. You're still not getting anything, but thank you for coming to Club 52 and joining it. So let's welcome our first timers, shall we, ma'am? And you're right, it is the hardest because these people are good. There's some good cars that come in here. Flora Carswell, Texas. That's
Very pretty.
Pam, Gibsonville.
I like it. I like the little perfume bottle.
Melissa Craig, Florida. That's cute with this fence.
Aww.
Thomas from at Texas Craft, something that runs off. KT from South Wales, UK.
I like that rainbow background.
It's pretty. Karen, Alabama.
She's got ribbon on there. I like it.
Gorgeous. Sabrina D, Nevada.
Oh, that's cute.
Little mitten for cloth. Nina from Florida.
That's pretty neat. Like
That
a hot air
is.
balloon.
Hot air balloon rose. Welcome, you guys. We're so glad that you joined us. Hope you come back this week. Major milestone achievers with 25. Jennifer Rooney.
I like that background too.
Linda Veal, 25.
That one's cool too. Lots of background techniques.
Me Thompson, 25.
All right. Way to go.
Linda from Minnesota.
Aw, sweet little mouse.
Dina Gerner, 50. Congratulations,
All
Dina.
right. That's
beautiful.
really pretty.
She does such pretty stuff. Jonna from Missouri, 50 cards.
Oh, the gnome. Hey, I
Colleen
recognize
B.
that.
From California. I missed it. Patrick Smith from Indiana. Hope you're feeling better.
Come on, Irene. We'll
Kelly.
sing that song more now.
From New York,
Oh,
75. Monica Menente from Switzerland, 75.
I like it. It's like a package.
It is so cute. Deb M, Wisconsin, 75.
Nice
That's a
ribbon
nice
trim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Stacy Burns, New York, 75.
I saw that one in the chatterbox. It's hilarious.
So funny. Debbie Orens, California, Decoy Ducks Fan Club president.
Nice.
Susan, New York, Susan a Cherry,
That's really pretty.
125.
Wow.
Laura Ellis, 150. Woo!
Very cool.
Anna York, 175 beautiful cards. She did a whole series on Star Wars.
Hey, I don't see Star Wars.
Congratulations! Star Wars Peaches. Our leading ladies this week is Smurf Murphy from California, 195 cards.
Hi, Smurf.
Jackie Jackpot Muller, 196 cards.
I like that. Having some coffee.
Kathy
Aw.
Herring, Wisconsin, 199 cards. Woo!
Nice.
5K now, 6K Lamone, 202. Look at all that color. She always has color.
It's really pretty.
Card Monkey Jarvis with 212 cards. Adorable little flower.
Very cute. Very
Patty
cute.
Beck, our leading lady. Happy birthday from Tennessee. 230 cards. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Wow.
That's amazing. Welcome to Club 52, Jennifer De La Hoya from California, right from your neck of the woods.
Oh, Riverside. I'm in Riverside.
Yeah.
Why didn't you come over?
Well, don't give her anything because when you get to Club 52, you don't get
You have to
anything.
make your own. You can be a card-carrying member if you make your own.
I know. You have to make your own card. It's just, it's rough around here. We're not going to just hand out presents all the time. We give presents all the time anyway. But congratulations to you all. Thank you so much for being a part of our world, donating to those or adding to that slideshow of 450 remarkable cards. I love the galleries.
Very cool. Yeah.
I do.
It's so much fun. It's so crazy to see how everybody takes the same 4 parameters and makes them completely different.
Yes. And maybe they'll get close on one parameter, maybe 2 cards that are kind of the same in just one parameter, but the other 3, they're completely different.
Yeah. And sometimes you'll see the same stamp set, but it'll be different, you know?
Mhm.
And I think last week, one of these weeks, I used the same background paper as Vicky. I recognized it because I had just used it. But I mean, our cards are totally different. So
Totally
But it's
different.
fun.
Yeah. It's quite the thing. It is so
Yeah.
much fun. 450 different ways. Whew. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Well, that kind of closes out last week. So
right.
you don't get nervous at this part.
Well,
About
on the
when we-
inside, I have a lot of
Oh, you do?
butterflies right now. My
do
lip
you?
is starting to get sweaty.
Well, we won't do a close up then.
Yeah, don't.
That's so funny.
I hope
Well-
everybody's watching on a tiny phone.
We can always hope. You know, the
Yeah.
first time I think Sandy and Travis were the first people that I knew that watched me on the big screen. It freaked me out so badly. It was like, no, you can't do that. Should be illegal.
If you're watching,
We should
on
not
the
be
video, don't tell us.
Can't you make that happen, Mr. Producer, so that these can only fit on little tiny screens? Oh, well, I'm aging before your very eyes. So anyway, that's okay. That's okay. I guess then, since your lip is sweating, we better get on to Mr. Wheel and see what he's got up his sleeve tonight, shall we?
All right. Yep.
All right.
Oh, the board.
Wait a
Luckily,
minute.
even
I
with
see
my
the
glasses, I can't see.
parameters. I see Amanda. There should be Mr. Wheel. Amanda,
I didn't do it.
Mr. Oh, you probably didn't because you don't live in Missouri. Mr. Producer, are you planning a trick on me?
No,
What is this?
I don't know.
This is not a. Am I supposed to spin this? That doesn't work. Look, so it does have wheels all over it, and it has countries all over, like United Kingdom, Sweden, Taiwan, Ireland, Canada. Oh, there's a note. Do you suppose he's been kidnapped?
Or his wheel fell off like Mr. Mike's eye.
Maybe he just went spinning out and one too many times.
Yeah, they had a party without you last night.
I wonder what that was. It's signed Mr. Wheel.
Oh.
Okay, so he says, "Hello, hi everyone. Sorry to give you the spin around, but guess what? I'm taking a well-deserved vacation this week." What the heck? What timing is this?
Doesn't he
Even
know?
a wheel. He says, I know, even a wheel needs a break, he says. I asked Mr. Mike to give you the news. So, buddy, where's the news? Can't crack that guy. It goes on, but don't worry. I didn't leave you hanging without some crafty fun. Before I rolled away, I hand-picked some special parameters just for you. I hope they're good, Amanda.
I hope so.
For project, Mr. Wheel chose number 12, not a single fold A2.
Ah.
For colors, Mr. Wheel chose mood board, number 15. For element, Mr. Wheel chose world, number 14. For random, Mr. Wheel chose star. What number is that? 5. Oh, and then he says, get a load of this. He's really on vacation. Oh, and by the way, these will also be your parameters for World Card Making Day if you choose to accept this mission. Good luck, crafters. I'll be back next week, fully rested and ready to spin. Mr. Wheel.
All right. Well, there we have
Well, leave it to Mr. Wheel to mess things up on a big weekend.
it. But now we all know.
But now we all know. These are the same parameters that our guests will be using. These are the same parameters Amanda and I are going to use tonight. And we were both talking this afternoon how nervous we were about it. Because it was like, I can come in here and not know what I'm doing and do fine. But then to have to plan, it's harder.
Yep.
But here's the really fun part, you guys. Mr. Producer has made it so that tonight's cards or this weekend's cards and everybody that plays World Card Making Day with us can be in the gallery.
Yay!
Yeah.
So we get the gallery.
I know. Can you imagine how big this gallery is going to get? You guys are going to have to start thinking about how many cards you think we're going to get. We are still going to discuss this because there are some funny things going on here. And, but Mr. Wheel chose them.
It's all his fault.
This is the most important part of the show when we're trying to figure out what these parameters are supposed to do and how to use them together. But we're going to start with my speech. Like I said earlier, I'm not going to teach you how to burn food, even though it's really easy. Follow me for more burnt food tips. And we're not going to do a class. This is, we love it when you take this challenge and express yourself creatively. It's whatever you want to do as long as you fit in those 4 parameters, which we're going to talk about more. You can make your cards as simple and classic as pattern paper, stamp, and a sentiment. Have it all the time, and I love it. Or it can be very complicated and interactive with pop-ups and pull-outs and all the lively kind of things that Amanda is so good at. And there's lots of space in between. You're welcome to just do you, and we love that. You can take each one of those parameters and make it very literal. As, for instance, you could say, hey, or HEY Google, what's a mood board? And HEY Google would tell you what a mood board is. We're going to talk about that one in length here in just a second. Or you can make it highly interpreted. It's whatever you think a mood board might be. And we're going to talk about those things. We just ask that you're only going to send in 1 card. We can't have more, like you can't send in 10, you can't send in 2, you can only send in 1. And we ask that you do your very, very best. we accept ages, all sorts of ages, and we accept all sorts of abilities. We're not judging here. We're not going to have a contest, so it's not a problem. It's a challenge, but it's not a contest. We do need to have you include all those 4 parameters, which we are going to talk about. They don't have to be the focal point. You can sneak them in very cleverly. You can always go back to an older gallery and see how people how they do things. They're very sneaky. We call it stretching. That's why we wear our stretchy pants. And what was I saying? It has to be handcrafted. It has to be family friendly, so that I don't blush when I look at when I go to the gallery and enjoy it or talk about it on another show, which is basically preschool. Don't use language that is not used in preschool. Or images. That would be great. We pulled a fast one.
Yep.
Mixed. I'm sure there's people that are groaning, but there's probably people going, "Oh, this is good. We're gonna have a huge gallery. It'll really be fun." These. So let's talk about these things. Anything, not a single fold A2. So if you are used to an A2 card that has a top fold or a side fold, we're going to ask that you do something else to it. Maybe add a pocket. Maybe make it a shape. Maybe make it a different size. Something along those lines. A fun fold that is an A2 is fine. What do you think? You said you were looking at some fun folds.
Watching, brushing up on Cassie Trask. She has her Fun Fold Friday, so I was perusing those for some ideas.
Yeah, we'll be able to do. You can pick something you like.
Yeah,
you're not. Yeah, and I know most people like A2s.
I do, but my favorite is mini slimline, so I might do that. But I'll probably make it an easel or something.
A little twist, so to speak. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of different. There's going to be some really cool cards, I think.
Yeah, I still have no idea what I'm making, but
we will. In about an hour, we'll have it figured out.
If anyone's still confused, the only rule is it can't be a single fold A2. It can be anything else you want.
So if you have an A2 and you have 2 folds, that's
works.
Okay. So if you have a gatefold A2, it's okay. You just can't have 1 fold and call it good this week. Maybe next week we'll have simple A2s. That's okay. We have all sorts of different things that come along, don't we?
Yep.
I'm going to go to random first. Star. That's not going to be hard. Star. It can be, we have rock stars on the show tomorrow. So it can be something about
all of them are in the comments already.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of rock stars. You could have rock stars. You could have it as a focal point, or you can have it as little tiny tchotchke or little sequins or whatever you have that look like stars. It could be little dots of silver. However you want to use it on your project. Or you can make
on a night sky.
Yes. All those things. So those 2 are going to be pretty easy. World, I thought, world, this is World Card Making Day. And since we're pulling it all together, why don't we just make world as element? Now, what you can do with world, what in the world can you do with world? Just about anything in the world you can do with world. You can have it be something about your part of the world. You can have it be, I was sitting outside today watching the birds and squirrels playing in their backyard, and I was thinking their little world is kind of quiet and cute.
It is.
And they could be from a squirrel's point of view, his world. It can be very literal, like a globe. Something like that. What do you think?
The first thing that I thought of was snow globe, because
snow globe.
I was just making a snow globe card.
And that's a great take on
a good
the
twist.
World. Yeah, the word world.
Right. Or sentiments, or if you have a paper background, that kind of thing.
You mean the world to me?
Yeah.
Anything like that. Yeah. So you can use it in all sorts of different ways.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
It will be.
It's going to be a great, great gallery full of fun stuff. My world goes with mood board. Heather Wong is already on it. So a mood board. This has been very controversial. Mr.
You
Wheel
guys
got a
missed
little
whole lot.
Mr. Wheel got a little cheeky and decided to put mood board on there. And when Mr. Wheel and I talked about this intimately, the thought was whatever your mood is. A mood board in like home decor is an actual physical board where you put like cloth samples and paint chips and pictures of vases, things like that. I've never had a mood board for any of my rooms, but I've seen it on HGTV. I know these things to be true. So I thought, well, maybe I should have just made it mood. It doesn't mean you have to have the actual board. It's going to you get to decide what mood you want your card to be. What colors are going to tell your mood. It's the color parameter. So it's going to express visually what mood you want to express to the world making this card. Does that make sense? Is that it? Is that better?
We'll have to ask the chat.
Chat, what do you need? What do you need from me? So maybe like for me, since I already knew the parameters, I thought happy colors would be nice for me to use. That would, the orange is right there. It's going to be happy. So it can be favorite colors. It could be happy colors. It could be concerned colors. Whatever your mood is. Maybe you're feeling sparkly. I kind of feel sparkly sometimes.
I saw Libby said her mood is always purple. One of these days we'll convert you to Team Orange, but that's okay.
We're working on it. See, now you could actually think of your mood as a color. That's exactly right up the right. So you could have a whole purple, different values and things of purple. That works. You may be able to express your mood ring. Oh my gosh, yes, I forgot about that. Maybe you'll have a mood ring, but it doesn't mean that you have to express the mood board itself. Just like when we have ice cream store, you don't have to express the ice cream store itself. You just pick some colors out of the ice cream store to choose for your card. And so you get to choose your mood and then express it.
And
I hope that's working.
Put it on paper greetings just asked. So we will be creating cards based on these parameters tomorrow. And yes, we will be. And the thought is, last year when we had World Card Making Day, we didn't have a gallery for everyone to submit to. We had to try and do it on Facebook, and it's not great. But since we integrated the parameters into this show, everyone that does cards tomorrow can also submit them to the gallery. And members, if you want, you can take full advantage of the bonus gallery submissions, and you can submit as many as you want. If you do like 10 cards, you can submit 1 to the main gallery and then 9 to the bonus gallery.
And you'll have till Thursday if you're a member. If you're not, you'll have till Sunday at midnight Central Daylight Time.
Yeah.
And
that's fun, right?
Yeah.
The reasoning behind it, though, is totally so that everyone can actually submit a project, and it's not just a show, but it's interactive.
Yeah. It was more in line with our whole overall feel of Craft Roulette.
So, yeah, basically 1 for tonight and tomorrow, but you can make as many as you want. If you're a member, you can submit as many as you want, or you can just put them up on our Facebook group if you're not a member. The Facebook
group is Craft Roulette Show. It's private. You just have to answer the questions and you're let in. Yeah, maybe you're feeling very fallish. Maybe your mood is totally pumpkin spice.
And that means you have 2 different ways to enter for prizes, right?
Bingo, girl. So, if you are registered, you are registered for the prizes for World Card Making Day. If you're registered and send in a card, you'll be able to be eligible to win a prize from the registration from World Card Making Day, and next week when we give away one of our regular Craft Roulette spin sponsor gifts.
Yep.
If you don't register and don't send in a card, you
have fun watching.
Have fun watching. There you go. There you go.
And you don't have to do both. You could do one or the other or both. It's up to you.
Mm-hmm. Right. You don't. If you don't want anything, that's fine too. So just have fun. Yeah, I think. Are we pretty good then?
Heather Wong, if it's not single fold A2, can it be any size? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
As long it can be anything, as long as it's not a single fold A2. We rarely do the exclusive parameter.
Mm-hmm.
And this is exclusively can't be single fold A2. So
Yeah. We have it on the wheel generally, so we get it pretty often. And there's a lot of folds and things that we get that people use with A2. So we see it a lot. So we thought, oh, let's just stretch them a little bit.
Well,
It'll be
people are
fun.
asking about your grandson.
My grandson JD, the one who screams. He has this hype. Did you see Splash, that movie with the mermaid? He sounds like that. Yeah, that's what he sounds like, is the mermaid.
Oh, when she breaks all the glass.
Uh-huh. That's the one.
I have a niece
It's
like that.
amazing. It is
But she's
amazing. Oh man, he can really belt it. And he seems to enjoy it.
Ah,
So,
well, that's
yeah.
the fun part.
Yeah.
As
All
long as
right.
he's not unhappy.
Well, he is. You and I kind of know what we're doing, but we don't really know what we're doing. But we're going to give ourselves just a few minutes to gather a few things, let you guys see I don't know what's coming up. Maybe it's I think it's the same ad for World Card Making Day, so you can know what we're doing there. All right, let's do this. We'll be back to craft.
All right.
Hi, I'm Mary Gunn.
Hi, I'm Gina Kay.
Hey guys, it's May May.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lupton.
Hi, I'm Justine.
Hi, I'm Karen Burniston.
Hi, I'm Tracy from Mindless Crafting.
Hi, I'm Katrina Tarta.
Hi friends, it's Mari Clark.
Hi, I'm Carissa Wiley.
Hi, I'm Amanda Stevens.
Hi everyone, this is Libby Hickson.
Hi, I'm Cassie Trask.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing for World Card Making Day?
On Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
And all of these lovely people.
Right here on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel.
We'll be making cards and just enjoying World Card Making Day.
Subscribe and hit the notify me button so you don't miss out.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
Bye now. Don't forget to Vinny the video.
You're obviously going to have to cut this down as you need it.
Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. Good old Cool Mary. She's quite the gal. Yep. That's That's what we're going to do tomorrow. That's the World Card Making Day. Did you get a load? If you had not seen that lineup, Lawrence, we have some. We've got some rock stars joining us, and there is a schedule on craftroulette.live, so you can see when your favorite person's coming on and when it starts. Amanda and I will be opening the doors at about 10 till noon Central Daylight Time, and then our first guest is at noon Central Daylight Time, and then we go to about 5:30, and we'll give away stuff after that. It's 30 minutes for everybody. It's gonna go so fast. It will go so fast, but it'll be so much fun. So I hope you will join us at least for part of it, if not all of it. I will be there for all of it, I think. Is there any other questions? I saw what time. But there's all sorts of information on craftroulette.live under episodes, events, special events.
All you have to do is click on the link in the pinned post. It will take you right there.
Oh, there you go. Even easier.
I'm going to bring Amanda back.
So I did get out my Craft Roulette Creative Companion, which you may win if you win the Craft Roulette prize. We're giving a $50 gift certificate away for our small product line, but I got mine out, and I actually got to I did get to be a bit of an architect this time and plan my card. So, I mean to tell you, that's stressful. I think it's easier not to plan, personally.
I kind of think so, too, especially since we know we're going to time crunch.
Yeah.
I got mine out, too. I'm ready.
That's good.
I don't know what I'm writing down yet, other than the parameters.
Well, I will tell you what I'm doing. I cut some cards that are circle cards, so they look like the world. Oh. And we're going to put those on, and I think I'm going to make a pocket and stick some tags in with these fine people, because World Card Making Day is represented by some of our friends sitting around a great big worldwide craft table. That's what I'm going to do. So
very nice.
And these are my happy colors.
I started with a mood board, and so that's a piece of Post-it tape. It's not part of the mood board, but this is my nephew's baby shower invitation, which I had hand painted all of the little pumpkins on there. And then I saw a post by Carissa Wiley today, and it was like similar colors, and I thought, well, there's my mood board. So I grabbed this out so you guys could see. This is kind of the color scheme I'm going for. But then I was thinking snow globe, and that's kind of a weird color scheme for snow globe. But I think I don't want to make it like a snowy scene. I think I want to make it like a little birthday scene. So I grabbed some balloons, and I grabbed some critters from Karen Burniston, and I'm going to pick one and some balloons and maybe make a party background rather than the globe. You know what I mean? It'll just be in the snow globe, I think.
I'll know it soon. I can't say that I know right now, but I'll know it sometime soon.
Sometime soon.
I do believe. Yeah. Look, she's got a little globe on too. She's just everywhere. Everything is fine. And then, so I have this really light blue. It's so pretty and soft.
And real quick, those are stamps you drew, right, Mom?
Oh, yes, they are. These are handmade by the old gal herself.
Nice.
But they are available in our shop.
And you might win some too.
Yeah.
That's going to be my pocket. And I do have some. This is so weird knowing what I'm doing. This is, I do know what I'm doing sometimes, but it's not usually here. This is a first.
Yeah, it's
knowing what I'm doing on Craft Roulette. Weird. How many times have you done this crazy show?
I don't know. 3 or 4?
Yeah, I would guess that. Yeah.
And then I hosted a couple times too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that counts hosting. I don't know.
Yeah. And you found out about us because you have a crafternoon on Sunday afternoons.
Yes. And Berta was telling me forever, you have to come see this. It's lots of fun. And she kept saying parameter. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I went over, and then I was a lurker because it's a fun show, you know, but I was always working on other stuff. because I was on several design teams, and you have to work ahead. So I couldn't show the stuff I was working on for a while. So not that I work that far ahead, but
I was going to say, wow.
Yeah, no. But you would see some of the parameters pop into my projects here and there just because I was watching Craft Roulette and it was inspiring me while I was working on design team projects. And then I finally started playing, and I think I'm 95 cards in, 94, 95 cards in, yeah. So
and those are the ones that you've sent in. I know there's some that just are still in your studio.
Yeah, sometimes I forget to take pictures and send them in. And we were driving to Arizona for the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo, and we found a really cool charging station where our car's electric, so we had to charge on the way over there. And there's a Hobby Lobby and an In-N-Out, which for those of you who don't know, In-N-Out is like good burgers. And so we stopped, and we definitely charged more than we needed to because we were there for a long time. And I got all the stuff to make my Craft Roulette card. And then at the next charging station, I made my card, and I thought, well, this is an ugly backdrop inside the car, So when we got to the house, I forgot to take a picture.
After all of that.
Yeah, it's all right. We had fun.
That's good.
Fun making it. Fun playing.
Oh, I shouldn't do that yet. I should do. I never know. Oh, skin. I
think I cut this too small. Maybe. I was thinking I would make
we'll go with it.
A 3D shaker globe.
Well, I thought I might make shaker tags, depending on how hard the night was. But
Amanda, are you doing your Sunday show?
Afternoon? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do every Sunday. If I'm not there, Berta and Jen Gross run things for me because they're awesome.
Yeah. And you can find it through Pear Blossom.
Oh yeah, there's a tag or a little tab at the top of the website that says Crafternoon, and you can just click on it, and it gives you all the information. And it's just a Zoom, so I mean it's nothing hard or scary. And the nice thing is that I offer that too for customers, because when people buy our lights, sometimes they get them home and they go, oh, well, now what do I do with it? So I want them to feel like,
but they are so easy.
Yeah. Well, and this way they can pop in and they have somebody that can walk them through it in case they feel stuck. Or maybe they got it and they're, it's not necessarily as bright as they want, or, and a lot of times we can share a couple little tricks that would help make the lights work a little bit better. So it's there.
That's very good service.
Yeah. Well, we try.
You do.
Cut my
Yoda
acetate
would be
too
proud.
small.
Yoda would be proud. Yoda would say, you do. More than try. So weird. I guess this part isn't that much different because I didn't make the card before. I just had a thought. So, World Card Making Day. I'm putting cards, and I should have left a little. It'll be okay. Just start in the middle. I know that. That's gonna go there. I think. That is a tall snow globe.
It is, isn't it cool? It's a Trinity Stamps die set. It's an older one. I hope they still have them because it's fun. Because it's like mini slimline size.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Now, what draws you to that size?
I don't know. I've always, well, not always, but a lot of times I do mini slims. And if you get number 7 coin envelopes, they were like the size that was designed for cash and checks.
Okay.
It's perfect if you make your cards 3 1/4 by 6 1/4, and you can get one out of a full sheet of paper. And I just have always liked it. I like slimlines too, but it seems like a little too much real estate. They're They're tall.
They're
so
hard
I don't
to see
always...
all at once.
Yeah. So,
Oh, we are getting lots of ideas for world. Look at that.
Smart. On top
I'd
of
like
the
to
world.
teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Where you make the world a better place. All the world's a stage. You're out of this world. You can make a space card.
Ooh, space and stars.
My little corner of the world, Cinderella. In her own, yeah, she's got her own little corner in her own little room. She can be whoever she wants to be. I'm going to hand cut this guy. Die cut the other. But we're going to cut him out a little bit. Yeah, I think, oh man. It's going to be fun to see what you guys use and do. What your moods are. What your mood boards are. And what you're going to do for world.
I really like the idea of using the sentiment.
I do too. Best in the world.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to change his clothes tonight. I think he's just going to wear a t-shirt.
Oh, I have ribbon rosettes that have like world's best,
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do too, come to think of it. Well, you would think that our members probably know you pretty well already, but you know what? They have questions.
Oh, okay.
They've got inquiring minds. And they've got some questions for you, ma'am.
All right.
We're going to start with that blowout light, your candlelight.
Oh, uh-huh.
Stephanie Mormon is wondering if you're going to, she says there are spin-offs out there of halo lights in shapes of Christmas trees. You got any plans to make shapes? Or you don't have to tell us secrets.
No, I tell everybody everything anyhow.
I know that about you.
I don't have too many shapes right now. Not really. The next one I want to do will have sound, or maybe a single light, like a one light that flashes, because I've had a lot of people asking for that. So, but I really want to do the sound too. And then we've actually got 2 other projects in the works right now that aren't lights at all. So those hopefully come first. It's crazy when you're manufacturing something, especially for the first time, how the timelines can change on you. You think something's going and it's working, and then something will come along and you're set back for a couple months. So
and it's not always when you get it, it's not the thing you really wanted.
Yeah. Sometimes you have. Yes, that happens.
You have a little bit of yeah. You've got a few surprises in the mix too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're the next one that I'm working on is the T-square. The T-square is going to be fun. It'll be for card makers. It'll be for A2 card makers, the first one. And it's in prototyping now, so that should be fun. It's got some cool tricks to it, which I don't want to give away just yet, but when it comes out, you guys, I think, will like it if you're an A2 card maker.
I'm sure.
I like it.
You've had that one perfecting it for quite a while.
Yeah, because we're having to have a mold made so that you can do injection molding, which is not necessarily super simple. You have to get your profiles, edges, and things like that right. And then we've kind of been shopping it around to different mold makers. So, but we found a good one, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Who knew, right?
Right.
Well, do you remember the night where you just went, I want to start Pear Blossom Press. Let's try something. Do you remember that moment?
Yeah, actually. Well, yeah. Okay. So Pear Blossom Press the first time around was going to be card kits, because I used to teach in stores all the time, and I loved doing it. It was like the most fun thing. And when I had moved back to Southern California, I was in Riverside, and I didn't have like a local store that close to me. There's one about 30 minutes away. And they didn't really have a lot of classroom space. But they had another store that was like an hour and a half away, and they said, oh, you could go teach there. And I thought, well, what if I took it online? So I was thinking I would do card kits. That failed miserably. so miserably. And kind of like for a while, I just licked my wounds for a little bit, and I didn't know what I did wrong. And then now, of course, I can absolutely see what I did wrong. But back then I didn't. So I just kind of stuck my head in the sand. And then I was just, making cards and sharing them on Facebook and stuff. And then with my husband, because we weren't married the first time that I launched it, but the second time, I think we were married. Yeah, we were married then. Trying to remember chronological order. But I was playing with Chibitronics, and our very first product was designed to work with Chibitronics. And so we were going to Creativation, and we had made a few up, and I took them first and foremost to Chibitronics, and I had an appointment with Pam, and we were, I wanted to show her the stuff and see if they were going to do anything like it, because if they were, they already had market share and all that, So she said no, and that kind of doesn't go with what we're doing, so go for it. And they let me buy their lights and put it in a kit, which was fun, and that was awesome, and we were kind of off to the races. And then let's see, later that year, we came out with the Easy Light, because we had so many people saying, I'm going to electrocute myself. I still want something easier. So we introduced the Easy Light, and then we started making a variety of flashlights. They're all just, flat little flashlights. And then we've started coming up with other products that are, sort of related, but not the same. Like the foam tape and stamp set and that kind of stuff.
The world's best foam tape.
It is.
It is. I love that name too.
Well, it took a lot of effort to get there. I wanted to make sure it was really worth it.
You deserve it. You deserve it. It is good. It's, if you don't know about it, I don't know how tall it is.
3 millimeters.
But the release is super easy on it, and it stays so you can move it for 30 minutes, and then it will be permanent after that. Oh, it's so cool. And it's just the right height for your lights. Yeah. So,
I've ruined many cards by sticking my foam tape down, and then it is in the wrong spot. And you're not going to peel up the front and ruin the front, because the front you spent like hours on. So the back, which is a whole big piece of cardstock, you don't want to lose, So
yeah.
I said, what about give me some wiggle room?
Yeah. And we're all the better for it because of that. It is good stuff, and it's a great big roll.
Yep.
Great big roll.
I'm working on strips. Foam tape is hard to make.
Wow.
Yeah. Strips are
trickier,
challenging too, in a different way.
Isn't that something? You are learning everything about. What's the funniest thing that you've had to learn to do that you didn't anticipate? Being a business owner and entrepreneur.
I don't know. At some point, I might learn to pay myself. That would be fun, because right now I could make more if I went to work at McDonald's. Which
it's the darn truth. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love what I do, though, and I probably wouldn't love that near as much. So I am happy to do this.
We'll work for fries.
Right?
You should at least pay yourself enough to get a French fry every couple days.
Well, a lot of times I will transfer just enough money to pay the electric bill, and then Micah pays the rest.
That's kind of nice to have that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice to have that. Every little bit helps. I'm going to make that a little smaller.
Yep.
You mean you're not rolling in dough? I was talking to my cousin, who I had not talked to probably in 40 years. And he was asking me what I did, and said, well, I have a show on YouTube. And he goes, oh, you must be rich. I was like, oh, who have you been talking to? That is not a true statement.
No, it's hard.
And I also saw a meme the other day that said, when you're self-employed, you get to pick which 16 hours to work a day.
That reminds me, Craft by Jay did send in a $2 donation, and he said, OMG, you have a new cat on screen. I love it.
Yes, I do. I thought of you, Jay, when I put that out there. My little lucky cat. My feng shui kitty.
People were asking what its name was, and I think we decided probably Mr. Lucky.
That works.
See, he gives his paw of approval. Yeah, I know. But if I put him this way, he quits waving. But there he is. You may see him in some restaurants, too.
Oh.
Yeah. Think of
close to it.
Mr. Lucky when you see him. These are funny. Yeah, he's cute. I saw him at a boutique, and I said, oh, I got to have that. He's got to give his paw of approval. So thank you, Jay. I know you always think life is better with a cat. So.
Or a rabbit.
A rabbit. How are your bunnies?
They're good. They're crazy, but they're good.
Do they get friskier with different weather and things like that?
No.
No?
Well, we live in Southern California.
Oh, well, there's that. I forgot.
So maybe. I don't know.
We have a rescue from Louisiana, and the first time it snowed, I opened the door and he looked out and just went, "No, this is not right. This should not be in the yard."
Yeah, thanks, but I'll pass.
Yeah. He just went, no. No. He's kind of a Beethoven guy.
I got it.
Mm-hmm. Good guy. Well, I guess I should color him in.
I got a new electric die cutting machine, and I love it.
Sue Small Kreider asks, is it possible to create, she's on the design team for Karen Burniston, who will be a guest tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, not Sue, but Karen, is it possible to create shaker elements that light up when a switch is flipped, such as by opening a card or pushing a button, like a refrigerator?
Yes, absolutely. And I've kind of talked to Karen about a couple different things, but right now, the coolest thing you can do for that is actually with Chibitronics and their reed switches. So I would say go check out Chibi.
Oh.
Absolutely, you can do that. So the truth is, I tell people we're the gateway drug. If you've been hesitant and you're afraid, we'll get you started, and then go check out Chibi because you can get some really, really cool stuff going on over there. So. And in order to do that, like I said, a reed switch is really cool.
Sassy, you're too nice. It's not in pesos this time. You're very kind. Thank you. And I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Also, Sassy, you're going to be on LV Handcrafted, right?
Yeah.
So
there are so many good things going on tomorrow. Everybody
really
needs multiple devices.
Yep. We will be you'll be able to watch ours on replay. You don't have to buy a ticket or anything. It's all going to be available. You can even watch last year's. I watched last year's yesterday. It was so fun. Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought, I got to figure out what I say. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do.
Oh,
So
that's probably.
I just thought, I think I'm going to watch a little bit. And so I'm not just dumbstruck. But
Send me notes.
Oh dear,
I'm the worst.
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's going to be a great day because it's going to go so fast, Amanda.
I know. It is. But it's
30
going to be
minutes
kind of fun.
is going to go wham, wham. Yeah. It's going to be great. Okay, this guy needs some hair. He's not going to, she can stay white. I'm going to give him some hair. That's good. Right, guy? Yeah. We're just going to go with his hair. His comb over. There we go. He's got a nice head of hair. I was thinking about maybe drawing a bald one.
Oh. Well, that could work.
I know, because you could actually I think you could do some fun things with him. There's a lot of gentlemen with no hair or short hair, after all.
Yes, that is true.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of not lacking any hair, how's Micah doing?
He's good.
Good.
So, I went to the Pinners convention that came to town recently. I hadn't been to one before.
Mm-hmm.
And, they have all kinds of weird things. I bought makeup that I'll never wear. And somehow I bought a different kind of hair straightener, even though my hair is straight and I already own a flat iron. But I bought another one. And it's kind of cool because it has like a comb wand. And I thought, okay, well, that might work. So this morning I pulled it out and I plugged it in. And then Micah slipped into the bathroom while it was heating up. And he comes out and he had combed his beard with my straightener. It made it very nice, actually. I was like, wow, it's really got a lot of movement.
That's pretty playful.
Yeah, he's not in the room, so he won't know I told you guys.
I'll never tell. But if I see him afterwards, sometimes he pops on after the show.
Yeah.
I'll try not. Should I say anything? Your beard looks nicer than you.
Yeah, you should definitely say something.
Something changed? I just doesn't seem. Feels like there's something different about you.
Yep. You should definitely say it. He doesn't care.
No, he's very good-natured.
Yep. He won't mind if I spill the tea.
Oh, no. A little sentiment would fit right there. I don't like these stars, though. Oh, stars. I don't like you. Just not right for me. I do like this shiny, pretty greens.
I'm going to splatter some stars. And as a backup, I have a star balloon. So
there's no stopping you now. I do
Yep,
feel a
we're
little
just going for
sparkly thinking about tomorrow and tonight. So I do want some sparkle.
Yep.
Sparkle plenty. Let's see what. Oh, I've got one from Jen Gross for you. A question from Jen Gross.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I know. There's that moment,
all
isn't
my
there?
secrets.
There's just that moment. Jen Gross asks something from your past. Don't be afraid.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't have anything to do with Aerosmith. She asks, because you used to design costumes.
I did. That's true.
And she asks, what is the favorite costume you have designed, and was it for anything we might have seen on TV or stage?
I never did anything really for TV. I mean, some local commercials when I lived up in Humboldt, but that was fun. I did an Easter Bunny costume for the show's director, and I never wear them, but I love to buy hats, and the weirder the better. And I found this gigantic red velvet kind of top hat that
oh my,
I just had to buy. And it
Yes.
kind of seems very Alice in Wonderland-ish.
Sounds like it.
And then I ended up using that, and I made a giant bunny costume for the director, and then that was the hat that he wore with it. So that was fun. But let's see. My favorite costume that I didn't get to make, I really wanted to make it, was a pig. And because it was the ballet, and I wanted the pigs get to be pink, and I wanted to make a pink tutu and the pink mask and all the things. For Nutcracker, the director always liked to change at least one of the different countries to something else, and he wanted to represent America for the Mother Ginger scene. So we changed the gingerbread house to like an American farmhouse, and then we made all the kids farm animals. And he wouldn't let me make a pig. He had a duck and a frog and a horse and no cow, no pig. And I said, Danny, why? Those are the farm animals. And he said, listen, this ballet runs on parents, and their kids. And he said, how am I going to go tell one of those mothers that their kid is a cow or a pig?
Well, he had a point.
Yeah. Right.
He had a point.
So it went very well the first year, and then he allowed them to be built, but I was moving at that point. So I didn't get to build my pig.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, that's okay. It got built, and it was very cute.
It was cute.
Yeah. We had a saying. There were 3 of us, and we said there was nothing that 3 women and some chocolate couldn't do.
Sounds like a group that we could get behind.
Yes. It was great. There was my friend Anna, who loved patterns, and I hate them. So if anything needed to be built with patterns, she would make them. And then I would come in and start decorating. And then our friend Jackie came on board, and she could paint. Man, she could draw and paint.
Oh, what a nice combo.
Yeah, it was pretty darn awesome.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I had fun. And I felt bad. So my last show that I was doing with them, we would work until the wee hours of the morning all the time. As we got closer, we were there till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And we would all leave together, make sure everybody's okay. Those 2 would drive around the corner, wait for me to leave, and they'd come back, and they were working on a special project for me that was secret. And it was a really cool bag that had a little bit of all the different fabrics from the different costumes that we had done. And so when I look at that bag, it has, I can remember each part, And then they wrote all of our funny little sayings on the bag too. And stitched it on. That's really cool.
That's pretty special.
Yeah.
Those sneaky women.
Yeah, I know. That meant they had to be there till the sun came up. So
they must have liked you.
Yeah, they're pretty great people.
I like you a lot, but I don't expect it.
I wouldn't ask anybody to do that.
No. But I will spend all day tomorrow with you.
Yes, during normal waking hours.
That's right. That's right.
Although for some of our friends overseas, that's going to be hard. Sorry, guys.
I know. But we adjusted around them a lot, so
yes, as much as possible.
Too miserable. Michelle is the one that in Australia that has to get up the earliest.
Yes, poor thing.
So yeah, but I think she's okay with it.
She's here too.
It's Saturday morning already.
You gonna take a power nap, Michelle?
I hope so.
It's already World Card Making Day somewhere.
Wonder where Mr. Wheel is. On vacation somewhere.
Yes. He's celebrating around the world.
He is. He's such a player. I'm glad he didn't take Mr. Mike along with him.
Mr. Mike may not have survived the trip.
The 2 of them together could be a whole thing. So Andrea Batts-Latson does ask, how do you overcome the challenges of balancing work and family while running and maintaining a successful YouTube channel? So you're kind of your top 5 activities. You've got somebody that takes care of your social media now, which is, my gosh, she's doing a beautiful job.
So the design team does like 90% of the forward stuff that you see now, as far as like the cards and stuff that you're putting out there. They're doing a lot of that. And Amanda Fitterer, who's she runs our design team, she gets great guests for us all the time. And so that makes my life much easier, because it was really hard when it was just me and an occasional guest. But yeah, if you look at the channel, I mean, I guess I did just post a video the other day, but prior to that, I hadn't posted a video in a while. So it's very nice to have the team helping and being awesome and amazing. They do such a good job. And then that leaves me time to do a lot of the sort of back end stuff. We've been working really hard to develop more wholesale business and relationships with customers there. And we redid the website recently, so that was fun and challenging. It's a green heart, okay? I guess so, huh?
If you are the Grinch.
Yeah. It's a party. All right. So, I mean, that really, really did make a big difference, allowing me to have time to do some of the back end stuff that's harder. And it allows me to do some of the stuff that I just wasn't getting enough time in the day to do it. So, but as far as like all and the team tends to post for themselves, which is really nice, so that I can just go in there and comment and say hi. And so if you're commenting or chatting on Instagram with me, that is with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Good old social media.
Yeah. Well,
you got to be there.
I was doing a lot.
And it's fun, and I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have stepped back from Facebook a whole lot, not because I don't enjoy it. I really do. I just, with the team doing so much of the sharing, I didn't have to be on as much. And it really has, man, you can lose a lot of time on Facebook if you're not careful, which I am not careful.
Anywhere.
Yeah. So I haven't been on a whole lot. I mean, I go on and I try to pop into the Craft Roulette group, but that's...
Yeah, you do real well.
I haven't been there lately.
It when you're there.
Well, I enjoy it as well.
They're nice folks.
It's a globe, so there wouldn't be anything to tie that. So this is not going to go.
How are we doing?
I'm cutting pieces. How are we doing? Am I running out of time already?
Tick tock, tick tock. No, not at all. Yes, it's time for World Card Making Day. We've been here all night.
Well, you know,
just continuity there. Just go on in to the next thing.
Yep. I think I need a ground.
That's an itty bitty gift, and they could have a little something on their back. That's exactly right. Oh, look at that bunny.
I know, right? He's so cute.
You're all bunnies.
I like them.
All bunnies all the time.
Yeah.
So one of the books... go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say we have 3 rabbits in their free run, and they are a ton of fun. I spend way too much time playing with them, but I have routines with all of them, so, you know. And Ginger is by herself because the other 2 are very mean to her. So at some point, I have to talk Micah into a number 4 again.
Wait.
I know. Wink, wink.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she needs a friend.
Well, what if I guess you'd have to try somebody. And if it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And you're going to end up with 5. 6. I saw a gentle... I saw a big one in the local pound here today, and I thought, I wonder if Amanda would like that bunny.
Ginger is, well, she's part Flemish, and she was at the rescue for a long time because she was only like 10 pounds. And people who want Flemishes, they can get to be like 35 pounds. They can be like a medium-sized dog. And she's only slightly bigger looking than the other rabbits. Our other rabbits are 3 pounds and 4 pounds, but they're not a whole lot different in size when you just look at them. So I think people who wanted a big rabbit wanted a bigger rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
And she has, so the Flemish, they're known for their necklace. It's called
right, that big wattle thing underneath.
Yeah. And my ginger bear is a gorgeous little girl, but she does have a big necklace. So I think maybe people were put off by it, but and she wasn't getting adopted. So they asked us if we could bunny sit because they're smart enough to know that is
bunny sit fail.
That we're gonna obviously fail.
Yeah.
So, and we promptly did. The second time we took her to her adoption event, Micah said, "This is stupid. We're not going to let her go." So we turned around and took her home.
Aww.
She is the sweetest girl, too. I go to the vet, and we finally found a good rabbit vet, which is harder than you would think, especially here in Southern California.
No, exotics are hard.
Yeah, and this lady is so good. Anna would like her. She's a big Star Wars buff. And she actually started as a rescue worker. She was volunteering at one of the local bunny shelters before she finished school. And so she's all about rabbits. And she has them. And so the first time we took her in to see her, she said, "Would you feed that to your horse? Would you feed that to your horse?" Because she's in Norco, which is horse town.
Oh.
And we finally had to tell her we don't have a horse. But she said rabbits are like mini horses. Their digestive system is basically the same. And so
they're both prey
so
animals.
Apparently it's pretty similar.
Horses, I have said before, are like 2,000-pound bunnies.
Yep. Yeah.
Because they both are prey animals and they both act the same and have similar behaviors.
Yes.
They freak out easily.
You can let the rabbits inside. I don't know that I'd bring the horse inside.
Well, inside the barn.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Inside their stall. But I've seen inside those stalls. You wouldn't really want it in there. If you are tuning in late, this is Craft Roulette episode 235. Yep. And Amanda Stevens is our guest tonight, and she is making a card using the same parameters as I am, even though you couldn't tell by our cards. And these are the same parameters that our friends get to play with and make cards with as well. And not only for a regular Craft Roulette contribution, but also because our Craft Roulette contribution for 354.5 will also be our gallery for these same parameters for World Card Making Day. So if you are our friends that will be coming on tomorrow as guests, we'll be using these same 4 parameters, which the project is not a single fold A2 card. The colors are mood board, and if you want to hear our discussion, you can go scroll back into the evening when we talked about it, because it was controversial. And the element was world, which is so much fun. And that because it's World Card Making Day, it was kind of a layup. And then the random was start because we have so many stars coming on for our World Card Making Day tomorrow. And because you guys can all be stars in the gallery. All of you. Yes. So that's what's going on here. And I'm just wrapping up my it was so weird because I knew the parameters. Usually we spin, but Mr. Wheel is on vacation. He just jetted out and didn't even tell. And left us with
Mr. Mike in the eye first.
That's right. He was like, "Don't leave me here with these people." Yes, Mr. Mike, you have to stay here. Wear your tuxedo. He doesn't like cummerbunds. But yeah, so it was so weird to plan a card. I don't do that. So except for our Wednesday night show, I do plan a card. And it's based on another card that I find in the gallery, and I try to get away with it and steal it by changing little bits and pieces, but I always get caught. Man, last week, Miss Amanda, I got caught. Oh,
right away.
It was like in the first 2 minutes I got caught. It was deflating, but I got through it.
I would not, and I had seen that card in the gallery earlier. I didn't know that's what you were making. So
good. Well, and Tina, the card that I cased was in the gallery. She didn't know it right off either. Oh, Quasi Kitty, it's okay. You're just too good.
That was a really cool card that you were casing, though. The whole flower was made of denim, right?
Yeah, she framed it. She showed it on Facebook today or Instagram, and she framed it. It looked good.
Yes.
I think it was very deserving of a good frame.
I think so, too.
Mm-hmm. So when you see the little cards popping down at the top of the screen, those are the people that have already made a card for tonight's parameters. We will tell you again how to do that here in a few minutes. So you can join us. Because it's more fun with friends.
That is true.
And then the theory is you could put little gifts on these guys. And they'd be Happy Mail then. Because it says an itty bitty gift for your big day. World Card Making Day.
Very nice.
Yeah. And I made a globe shape or a world shaped card, which is not a single fold A2 because it's circular, it's round. And my mood, I chose some happy colors because I'm happy that we're doing this, and I feel kind of shiny because I added some shiny mood color paper to that, and I hand drew my little tiny white stars with a white gel pen.
Very
nice.
nice.
Also have some. Yeah.
You should grab the packs those are from. Show them off just a little bit.
Oh.
Yes, you should because they're really cute. I like them. I got mine.
Oh. All right, so, well, let's see. The dude. Let's see, where's the Mr. Dude? Nope, that's the girl. They also have dies. There's First Lady, our Fun Friend #1 series, and she's just cute. She's got a little mask there that she can sit up and do her little card making, and she's got some cards. A card to put on it. She's got some little friends. You can give her glasses or leave her like she is. And she's got a couple shirts that you can put on, but she's got a camisole on because she's very modest that way. You can decorate her little desk with cakes and flowers and all the things. And then she has a matching die.
And you drew those?
I did draw those. I did. I got more coming too. Then there's First Gentleman, or Gentleman, I guess is what he was called. And he also has shirts that fit her. And her shirts fit him too. But he's comes with his own, he's got his own little mask to put together. He's got some some glasses there, which you can make into sunglasses. There he is as a coffee koozie.
I like it.
And he's cool. You know, that's a cool guy. That's cool. And he's got headphones if he wants to be listening to some wonderful music. And he's got his root beer because we often say, hold my root beer. He's got a cat and some popcorn or chips. You can just, and they're all proportionate and meant to be used together. And then he also has dies. And then we ended up making a sentiment stamp set, which also has dies. Thank you to Nisa from Trinity, who helped us make the dies and get these things all put together because she's so wonderful. And we made some sentiments that go along with craft roulette kind of things, like raise your root beer, grab the glue, make a day to create just for you. So, because we have this exchange, and so these folks are making lots of birthday cards for each other. And so we threw in a few sentiments that we thought they'd have fun with. And then there's the super glue guys. The super glue guys are some characters I made up in the early mid, I don't remember, century. And their job was, their whole purpose in life was to keep people, they were made out of glue bottles. And their whole purpose in life was to keep people stuck on paper crafting. And so they became superheroes. Of course. I mean, of course, right?
What else would they be?
Wow, exactly. So Mr. Producer actually made this set, and based on their character, and they also have some birthday kind of things, and I think they'll be fun for kids and people that make super cards. And they also have dies, and then our original basics and wheel factory. So that's what we've got. And somebody might win you be thinking, maybe I'll win the Craft Roulette gift pack on World Card Making Day.
That would be a good one.
You could pick some of those things out and call them yours.
Yeah.
So thanks for indulging me. Where are those super glue guys? The real ones.
I think they're in a mug somewhere.
They're in a mug somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh. They're over here in the corner. In their own mug. This is their hangout. This is their solitude, their fortress of solitude. And there they are. In the old they originally did not have mustaches because they were so old. It was before remember when I must ask you a question?
Oh, yes.
People were drawing mustaches on their fingers and holding it up to their top lip that I hope yours isn't sweating anymore. And so they didn't have mustaches. And then they got them during that craze. Back to your... And they have names. This is Scrapman and this is Croppin. So, a little bit like Batman and Robin.
I like it.
Yeah.
Clever.
Oh, Hat Trick says she's glad they've stuck around. I am glad too, Irene. I've always just kind of liked them. Good guys. Irene's got a question for you.
Okay.
Speaking of Irene, Patrick Smith, would you rather have a pet giraffe that you could paint or a pet sloth that could dance?
A pet giraffe or a pet sloth? I'm wondering how bad the sloth would smell. I heard that you can't bathe them because they have their own ecosystem going on.
Oh my gosh. I bet I can imagine that.
It might be smelly. So I'm thinking the giraffe.
Well, they do get moss on them.
Yeah, they do.
If that's a indicator.
Yeah.
The giraffe could look over your fence and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep an
be
eye
kind
out.
of cute. You've got donkeys on your street.
We do. We have wild donkeys that roam the neighborhood. And there are signs all around town that are, like the yellow be careful signs. And it has donkeys. And We always joke that, it's not a political statement. They're real donkeys.
I once said to some neighbors that I thought it would be really fun to have a miniature donkey in the backyard. And my neighbor just said, I will move.
They're loud.
Well,
We
yeah,
hear
but I
them
think
far away.
that's part of their allure is
Part
their
of the charm.
hilarious bray. I just love it.
Yes. They're noisy. I think I need one more little balloon for inside to be my stopper for my easel.
Oh, you're making okay. They said that is not allowed in our HOA, but there is an empty lot that is on, I can see from my house that isn't in our HOA. And they said I could have it there. But it's on a real busy street. I don't think they'd be safe. I'd have to. This is too urban. Somebody might steal them. Oh my god!
I could send you a sign.
That would probably not work here.
No, probably not.
I'm gonna cut their bottoms off. But thank you.
Yep. They're really cute. We go hiking. We have like a little hill behind us. And we'll go hiking up there, and they hang out mostly up in the hills, but they come down into the neighborhood for every once in a while.
See if there's anything good going on.
Yeah. One lady down the street, I know she feeds them watermelon every day, even though you're not supposed to. But they're just really cute. And they'll come right up. They like the stuff that's growing in my yard. I don't go feed them, but they help themselves to our mesquite tree and the myoporum, and it's fine.
We have a whole nother ecosystem there.
It's different over here. I like it though. I mean, we're in Southern California, but you wouldn't necessarily think that you'd have wild donkeys.
No, I like it. It felt like Southern California here today. It was beautiful.
It felt like Florida here today. It was humid. I don't know why. But that's okay. I think I'm going to call this done, even though it doesn't have a sentiment.
Oh, look at that.
Easel. He's an easel.
Hop to it.
Yep.
Make the world hoppin'.
Happy birthday.
He's very charming. Look how cute he is.
Seems kind of...
I don't know. I think I do better when I don't plan.
I think so. Well, I think I do too.
Oh.
Not you. Not you.
No, I think you did great. But I think I do better when I don't plan.
Well.
However, yeah. But I like it okay. I've already explained mine. I do like how it's round and they're sticking out with a pocket.
I forgot I should explain how it goes. Okay. So,
that's all right.
Not a single fold. It has 2 folds. There's a fold here and a fold there. It's an easel card. So, and it's definitely not A2, although it would fit into an A2 envelope. Mood board.
Perfect.
Kind of.
Yeah.
There.
I can see where
a
you
little more
pulled
pink,
for those
but
color.
There was pink here and orange. World, the globe, and then there's a star balloon and stars, shimmery stars in the background there.
Oh, those are pretty.
I did it.
Those are pretty. I wonder what our guests will do tomorrow, and I wonder what all of the people that are going to submit will do.
You want to go through your card again, Mom?
I sure will. Not a single fold A2. I have a single fold, but it's a circle. It's not an A2. And it has a pocket. So it has more things going on than just a single fold A2. My mood board was happy colors because I'm excited and happy about tomorrow's event. And I always like spending time with Amanda and the Chatterbox and Mr. Producer. And so I pulled colors that I liked. And I'm not sure. I may add some more too. Anyway. World. My world is represented by crafters. These 2 little crafters who make my world so much better, knowing all the crafters all over the world. And I drew hand through stars on the tags and on the card. That's how I made my card.
I like it. Yeah.
So now I know some people have already sent in cards, but we're going to tell everybody how they can play because it's more fun when you do. And
Absolutely.
The hardest one is the first one, but you can do it. You can do it. Honestly, this is a great week. There may be a few cards in the gallery, so if tell me what you think in the chatterbox. How many cards do you think we'll get this week including the World Card Making group?
How many cards will be in the gallery?
In the gallery. How many will we get? 568, over 500, 894. That's pretty specific, Hat Trick. 1,000, Linda says.
That would be awesome.
600. Libby says 732. Lisa G,
I
600.
said 800, I think.
I think you did. I'm looking big. I'm going 1,000.
All right.
Which is double what we've ever gotten. So I don't know. How many do we have now, Mr. Producer? Do you know?
Probably about 10.
10? That's pretty average.
Plus 2.
Tonight. Yes, that's right. Plus 2. And we'll have a card from each of our guests too. So yeah. We've got some big numbers. We've got some big dreamers out there.
Yep.
2024 for the year,
All
right, Kathleen? That's what go. There you go.
That would be awesome.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun to see. It'll be a great time watching those things come in. We'll see how many pages we have. I think this time we had 5 pages, something of hundreds. So, almost. So, okay, we'll come back to say goodnight to you, Miss Stevens, in just a minute. While we tell everybody else what's coming up, how to win. We're going to give some stuff away and how to play. Sounds good to me. Yeah, is the price right? Is the card contributor right? You can't go over. You don't get an extra prize or anything. Yep, you get to play too. Just remember, use those 4 parameters, how you want to express them. There's a little thing when you send in your card to describe how you use those parameters. Please enjoy letting us know how you did that. Send that to craftroulette.live. There's a submit card form. Just follow it. It's super easy. If you can do a card on Facebook, you can do this. And do it by Sunday night at midnight Central Daylight Time. If you want more time, just become a member for as low as $5 a month, or just a month if you want. And you'll have till Thursday at midnight as well. Make sure it's family friendly and handcrafted. 1 card per person. Charlene Madrid's coming in next week. I think we're going to have quite a gallery to go through, but we'll see. Sharon Luska will come in after that. It will be her first time, as well as it will be Megan Andrews' first time and Jen Gross's first time. Journey Coach Jen in the chatterbox. Plus, then we get to see Eileen Hull, who just had a new release. It's a marvelous place to be on Friday night with all these nice people. We'd loved it if you join us. Thank you. Well, I've been talking about these members, and this is our roll call of our members, our current members. We thank you all so much. Let those beautiful, not bean footage, but look those beautiful names roll away. We do have a lot of Zoom calls. We have extra content over there. I've been woefully missing on videos, but I've got one already up my sleeve from last week's parameters that I know was an issue. I have an answer. So I'll be making that real soon. It's super easy. And we thank you. It's so much fun to meet these people on Zoom calls as well. It's just very special. There's also a private message board to us. You can also leave comments in the gallery if you are a member. And another thing that's real cool that you can do as a member is make process videos based on your Craft Roulette card. Yeah, we got it all right there in our membership group. Join us. We'd appreciate your support, and we thank you. I know what time it is. It's time to give away some stuff. That's what I need to know. If you sent in one of those 450 cards last week, your name should be on that. If you wanted it to be on that wheel, We'll be spinning first for a Krog, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. You can put an itty-bitty gift on these guys, and they've got their little itty-bitty gift sentiment. Give it a spin, Mr. Producer. Good luck to everybody. I know, boy, we had a big prize last week with Karen Markers. Karen Markers will be in giving away some things also for World Card Making Day. And the lady who won, Mary Halberstad, said she screamed. She wondered if I heard her. Kit Kat is going to get a Krog. Kit Kat, I met Kit Kat on a Zoom call. I will be so excited to send you that. There is a claim prize form also on craftroulette.live. After the spinning is done, you can go over there and claim your prize. Obviously, I'll be a little busy tomorrow, but I'll get to it as soon as I can, probably Monday. And a Craft Roulette goodie bag needs to stay in the United States, but if it isn't in the United States, we'll send you a bigger itty-bitty gift. Shannon Thomason is in the United States. So, yay, Shannon! I fill those things up with all sorts of goodies that people have sent me to share, and they're good. I think I put in stencils and dies and stamp sets, and they're all new and wonderful. I throw in one of my old stamps every once in a while. Just move it on. But if I loved it, I loved it. For a Whimsy Stamp gift certificate, Agnes Hearn. Congratulations, Agnes. She's very popular. She's very popular in the Facebook group. So, well done, Agnes. I'm glad to get you all fixed up with Whimsy Stamps. So you can go on a shopping spree. Your Paper Insider is you're going to get a box from their original launch box. Launch box sounds like food. And this does need to stay in the United States because it is product. Put it on paper greetings. Okay. I don't know. Yes, it is. You are absolutely right. Make sure you use the email that you sent your card in as well, because there's a safeguard programmed in by Mr. Producer so that there aren't any goodie bag pirates out there taking eyes off of microphones and stealing people's goodies. A Bloom Planner gift certificate is going to, Betsy Durnan. She's a doll. Betsy, we're going to get you all organized with the Bloom Planner. I met her on many. She's fun. She's like sits there and works on her projects, and she does Lego kits. These incredible Lego kits, and the things she makes is just super fun. Trinity Stamps is going to give away a little shopping spree to Mara. I knew everybody, I think, except for the one. Mara Thomas is a nurse. Great supporter of Craft Roulette. She's a nurse in St. Louis, and she will be thrilled to go shopping at Trinity Stamps. You guys make everybody happy, all of our wonderful spin sponsors. If you are planning on making a craft purchase, we do appreciate if you consider our spin sponsors and let them know that you came from Craft Roulette so they'll come back and see us. We'd like that. Congratulations all. Please claim your prizes. Get ready for the next ones tomorrow. We're going to give more stuff away tomorrow, Amanda. It's going to be a real big one, and you have been working on that. You have been organizing all the sponsors for World Card Making Day, and you're going to be having some discounts to announce, as I understand.
Yeah. If you guys are planning on purchasing stuff, this is a good weekend to do stuff.
yeah, that's right.
It's our one holiday. Everybody wants to celebrate, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good. Well, you got we'll see you in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then make sure that you guys can go over to the Zoom call on Sunday afternoon and do a debrief for World Card Making Day with Amanda over there on Pear Blossom Press. You're giving away 2 $50 gift certificates.
I'm almost out of candlelight, sorry. But you can always look up my Twitter and they'll put in a few weeks. So, yes.
Well, you've got the world's best foam tape and all sorts of good stuff.
We have lots of other stuff.
No stopping you. Yeah. Y'all, thank you for joining us tonight. We hope to see every one of you tomorrow. Please send in a card. We would be thrilled to see what you come up with those parameters that Mr. Wheel left us. Time to kiss our brains and say goodnight. JD, go to bed. Nighty night. Love y'all.
In the
See you
morning.
tomorrow.